What?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey, everybody. It is Friday night, September 23rd. I'm with Wayne Steiger
Hello.
and Jake Riley. Jake,
Hello.
and you are listening to WSO Weekend Update and Sharing Time. And basically, we are going to go through some of the current things that have been going on within the Bermuda phenomenon, Wormwood, Nemesis, whatever you're talking about, whatever you like to call the current phenomenon. So basically, tonight, what I wanted to do was start out with a couple of things. So, Jake, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of put it right here, and why don't you just walk us through what you observe on these images?
Well, a couple of days ago, like I mentioned earlier in the video, I'd done a video on this particular subject, just looking at Mercury coming across. This is something that happens before. But today, looking at it, the way it was orbiting, I noticed it looked a little bit like as if the sun might be pulling it closer to it. I went back. First of all, what I do know is that it takes 88 days for Mercury to go around the sun. And what I did, I had to go back almost 130 days to find the last time that Mercury went across the sun. And when I found that footage, guys, Mercury was not traveling this far inwards towards our star. It was moving across the screen like I expected it to begin with, like I thought I was going to see today.
Okay, here it is. I found it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I already put it into this video. So here is what you sent me, where it shows Mercury just shooting right underneath in May.
Yep.
It's going right across. Right?
Yep.
And then go ahead.
And it's weird too. Like I said, it's a month off, almost 45 days off from when it's supposed to orbit. In actuality, it was almost 42 days late. If you go from the time from May to what we just saw today, it's right around 40 to 42 days late.
All right, you're going to have to explain that a little bit better. All right, so let's frame this up a little bit better for the audience, because I think that I got that comment, actually. I thought it was actually a good comment. So, guys, what we're looking at today, what you see here, and this is Friday, September 23rd. I'm sitting here with Wayne Steiger and Jake Riley. They're two people that help me to analyze events that are going on. We are looking at, and just looked at, a couple of pieces of footage that show what NASA and SETI being the naval observatory and where you can get a lot of images from space, different satellites, showing us what they say is Mercury, and it looks like it's diving into the sun. And so my friend here, Jake, sends me a note to go look at this video. And in fact, I will show you this video again so that we can do this comparison, and I have a good cutoff point to restart the video. Wayne Steiger is sitting over there eating chocolate bonbons or some damn thing.
Chocolate almonds, man. I mean, gourmet.
All right. Okay.
That's all I gotta say.
That's cool. It's cool, baby.
Hey,
Right,
chocolate is the #1 food group. I'm just telling you.
So we're watching what they labeled as Mercury dive into the sun and then not come out on the other side. I think that's the point of that little video, right?
Yes.
And then you come back over here and show us this video here, which shows the last time it made its pass back in May. And again, we don't know for sure if this is Mercury or not. The last time I saw this object, which by the way was back in May, I actually did a video about it, and I was questioning if it was Mercury or not, because when it came in on Core 2, it looked really, really bizarre. And that's what I'm going to show you guys here for a second. So, Jake, did I make your point? This is a different orbit from what we saw in May from the same device, right?
Yes, that's exactly correct.
All right, so here's my study from today. And basically what I did was I went and pulled Sechi Core 2 and similarly did a view from there and did a kind of a simulated time lapse by just doing cutting 1 hour frames to watch this thing come in from the right, okay, from the left,
All right.
from this satellite's view. So it kind of goes slow. So let's see, I can speed this up actually. Just give me a second here. The modern technology is awesome. Here we go. So now here's your object coming in on core 2. I pulled the Earth scale over because I said, wait a second, Earth is just a tiny dot compared to this bad boy. Just so people can see. There's Earth.
Yeah.
And then it freezes, and I lose images at a certain point here. I don't know how far I can go here. I think it was the 20th at some point in time I could go. But watch as it flies into the sun. Wayne, stop, Wayne. Wayne?
Yes.
What does that look like to you, man?
Jeez.
Well, you know. You think it's our shield friend?
No, see, it's got that plasma effect that Jeff P was talking to us about.
Yeah. Yep.
Like a plasma charge where two forces. I forgot what exactly the terminology used for it, but as I try to blow this up to the maximum size here, guys, does that look like Mercury, man?
No.
Wayne, I'm stupid, okay, in many ways. That's why I like you on the show, because you're smart.
Yeah. Obviously, you haven't been to Vegas, have you?
No.
Look at that. What happened to there? Did it? Okay, so it went behind the oculator, right?
Correct.
Okay.
So now I'll just kind of pull it back out a little bit so we can see the bigger picture here again. And then I think it freezes here in a few more frames, but it did not come out the other side of this one. And so this is oh yeah, this is fun.
Wow.
I love it when they do that.
Yeah.
What's going on here? By the way, this little dot right here does not move.
Well, it should. I mean, the field behind the sun, I mean, it should be in a constant motion.
So anyway, just to kind of go back, just to and just kind of there's the object coming in. Now, Wayne, this next image that I'm going to show you might shock you a little bit. I'm just putting what I found today.
Hey, Steve,
Yep.
does that look like that's actually coming up from the ecliptic plane? Or is that just an illusion of the camera?
It's got to be an illusion of the camera. I don't talk about relative to the ecliptic plane anymore, because if it's not like almost straight up and down, it gets, it's hard to say, right?
Yeah, that's true. It's, well, when you're in space, what is up and down?
Right, exactly my point. All right, so this other image, now check this out. Now, this is interesting because, Wayne, you are going to recognize this from what you're going to show us in a minute. And this is new to you. This is from Germany.
Look at that.
Oops,
Now, I hadn't seen that, Steve. I did not see that.
Nope.
Wow.
These are new images that I have just been working on for tonight's show. And this is one of, oh, come on now. Don't mess with me here. All right, so this is from, one of the German, cameras, okay? And look what we got up there.
Now, that's odd.
It moves, by the way.
Wow.
Okay.
Seems
And,
awfully close.
Yeah, well, you have a corroborating set of images from 2012 that you just showed us that
Yeah.
that you're gonna help us with, I hope, tonight.
You know, I keep on telling you, gentlemen, I'm becoming more and more, you know, favorable to the theory that this system, it may be much larger and it may be a much more constant variable in our solar system is what I'm trying to say. Because it just, I don't know. Let's see what we got.
Right. So again, so here's another set of images that I did. Same thing, looking at it coming in. From core 2 this time. Same deal, okay? And the reason I want to show you guys this is, and kind of focus on this, is I have a feeling that, and again, I'm going to take a little bit of a chance on saying this, but the stuff that we're getting from Dave Dobbs and from the Nibiru channel, and I'll show you what I'm talking about here. I'm sorry, I just have to get to my previewer here. This is from, he has decided to corroborate and collaborate with us. And so he sent me some hot pictures. Here's the first one that shows this kind of object. And again, this is what I saw with my own naked eye to the left of the sun as I was driving into the sun on Tuesday from Memphis, Tennessee, or that area. These are also pictures from the 17th of September of what Dave Dobbs has been calling some Nibiru. He calls it Nibiru, and he thinks this is the comet that flies around Nemesis. But they are calling this, now check this out, guys. They are calling this the asteroid.
Really?
Yeah, and I don't think it's an asteroid, okay? Just don't.
Wow.
Right? And so you remember we saw those pictures from Tennessee, right, that showed the same thing over left to the sun just the other day. So I am suspecting that this and what Jake has helped us to see here, Wayne, with this object may be the same object. That's my theory here.
Well, do we have any way to see what go ahead, Jake.
That doesn't seem as far fetched. Look at the shape of Mercury supposedly here, and I pointed this out when I first made a video about this a couple days ago. The shape just didn't seem. It's clearly got wings. There's a tail on it.
This is the spot right here. To your point, Jake. See how it's got this streak coming off of it?
Yep.
Does Mercury have a streak coming off of it, Wayne, or am I?
Not the last time.
I could be wrong. You know, I'm wrong a lot.
Isn't that a plasma reaction coming in behind the planet?
Possibly.
And that flash frame you showed?
I believe it could have been, yes.
Yeah.
But then look, when it gets close to the sun, it just stops all activity, and then it bifurcates somewhat, and then dives into the sun. It's just another one I did today.
Wow. Yeah, like I was saying earlier, if you took the footage from the 15th and ran it 88 days, it should have happened again on August 11th, but we're only catching this on September 20th. So
what does that mean?
What I'm saying is that today we're watching this go across the sun. All right, and I just subtracted 88 days to see the last footage, but that I had to go back further than 88 days. So what I'm saying is it took longer. If this is Mercury from May 15th till now, it took longer than 88 days to do the same thing it did today.
So then I wanted to see if I could find it on core 1, right? But instead what I find, guys, is this orb. sitting next to the sun. And it scared me a little, and I just wanted to kind of get it out there to you.
Well, you know what they'll say. That's just merely an aberration of the camera. Nothing to see.
Here comes Mercury, I think. This is what I think was what they were saying was Mercury, or what we think is Mercury. But here, look at the Earth scale here. Something's wrong. Something's horribly wrong. But anyway, you can see this thing is kind of interesting here, isn't it? So I just took the Earth thing out of the way now so we could focus on where this ends up. So this is as close, like this is close into the sun, Jake, you know, as you know.
Okay.
So it looks like whatever this is might make it out of the corona. But the other thing that bothers me about these images is the big black spots on two sides and big, huge white spots on two. You know what I mean? It seems like the sun should have more uniformity when it comes to that stuff. I don't know, it's just me.
Can we go back and see from either SDO or which on the satellites out there? So it's an 88-day orbit. Now, if there's a perturbation to the orbit of Mercury that would make it longer than 88 days, then my next question is it reaching perigee or apogee in its orbit? Because we don't understand the perspective of where Mercury is to the sun in relation to distance. We can only see because it's basically being occluded as it's coming in. And the question I have is the passage in front of the sun, or is it going behind the sun? And can we confirm the last 88-day rotation?
That's exactly what I think Jake was trying to tell us, was that he did that, and he had to go back further than 88 days to see the Mercury orbit pass in front of the satellites in this picture here.
So I'll write this down. So Jake, you actually now figure what the last that you were able to confirm was how many days?
Somewhere between 125 and 130.
Wow. Wow.
And see how much lower this is back in May, Wayne, here, where Mercury just seems to go right under the sun, and you're just like, oh, there it is, that's Mercury. And Jesse from BP Earthwatch, he reamed me out because I said, I don't think it's Mercury. And he's like, that's Mercury. And I was like, I don't think so. And I just shut up about it like a spoiled child. But anyway, then we come to today's version of this thing. And wow, I mean, you know what I'm saying, guys? This is a mystery. It's a mystery. I'm not sure it's Mercury. I don't know what to think.